Jimmy Fallon vomiting on his shoes.
I hate Jimmy Fallon.
Welcome.
I think he's fine. Jimmy Fallon's just fine.
Welcome to the Society for Exploration and Adventure discusses Jimmy Fallon.
I am aggressively neutral on Jimmy Fallon.
Really? He's just so annoying.
It's fine. It's
like James
really,
Corden.
It's not a big deal. It's fine.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. Doesn't mean it piss me off.
Sure,
Like,
he's annoying. Whatever.
he's fucking annoying. It's like Russell Brand or
literally just fine.
I'm your DM tonight, Rory Mikes. With me is Ben, Eric, John, Mac, and Marshall. I think maybe instead of continuing our discussion of the Tonight Show, we'll go ahead and just play some Pathfinder instead.
Sounds good.
If that's cool with everyone.
I guess.
Sherry, can we get a mic check? It'd be insane if it all went right the first try.
It would be insane.
And it got all of our inane bullshit right off the bat.
This is me testing my mic.
And this is me testing my mic.
I feel like we're all testing Mike. That's just kind of how this goes.
It looks like 3 times a week, every week.
All right. Wow.
All right. Well then, let's recap since we are missing 2 episodes from the archive. Since last we had anything to go through, the party has cleared the way to the portal. They fought some Ettercaps. They burnt down the Hangman's Tree and a bit of the forest with it. There was some discussion on the ethics of heads on pikes. And then they took a detour to the Citadel where they bought a bunch of goods for a big party as part of their outreach program to the citizens of Good Hope.
It felt very kids leaving home for the first time, going on a shopping trip and not knowing what they're supposed to have in the house.
It did. Returning to Good Hope, you guys coordinated with Belinda on what you were going or when you were going to have the festival or party, I guess is a better way of putting it. She asked for a couple of days to get the word out, and we'll talk about that in a minute, I guess. And then that's where we're at today. I guess the only other thing is we did buy a pair of ox named Ox.
Mm-hmm. Both Ox.
Both we verified.
We asked them what their name is.
Yes,
that's what they went with.
So
not
they
Mike
were
or anything. That's what the sentient Ox said.
Really stellar intelligences amongst the oxen. All right. So it is the 7th of Carnival, which is the 10th month of the 11th month of the 13th or 13-month calendar. Way that the calendar works is same as like same length of year as in the real world, 365 days. So there is a 13 28-day calendar or months, and then a New Year's Day, which is just a day of rest. Today is the 7th or star day of Carnival. And as the name applies, this is where the harvest is either all the way in or most of the way in. And we have a chance for everyone to stuff themselves silly, drink themselves stupid, and just relax after a summer of work. You guys have contributed greatly to that with your supply of exotic spiced meats and what to you seems like expensive booze. And other like just various sweets and things that they probably haven't had in Good Hope in a long time.
I bought specifically a pound of chocolate for the children and other people, I guess.
Also, in our last episode, you met with Sardan, who kind of gave you a plan for fixing up your house. That you will need to pretty much babysit some workers to go outside of the village to gather lumber, to fix things. That's what you've spent the last couple of days in between setup for the party doing. Your house is by all means still a mess, but you do now have a solid roof on your house. And if your beds have all rotted away, at least you have a dry floor to sleep on, to roll your, I guess, camping gear out in your each individual rooms and get a good night's sleep.
Bleak.
Did you say bleak?
Yeah.
It's progress. Let's see. What's everyone doing?
What time of day is it?
It is the morning of the party. So it's essentially Saturday morning.
Damien's probably working out at the parrot, like working on the parrot, trying to fix it up, make it a little nicer. Maybe put a little bit of a sign up for his god. Just kind of making it a little nicer, clearing out the cobwebs, kind of trying to look at like what state the place is in. So what do I actually need to fix up for the parsonage, stuff like that.
Does he use the picture?
Yeah, pops up the picture at the front. You know, makes it all pretty.
Does Damien have any construction skills?
Let's see.
I feel like it's well established. No.
If the skill is craft
skill,
construction, then none of us have it.
Yeah, I'd be profession carpenter.
Yeah.
Profession? Well, he's a cook. That's about it.
The closest there is, I feel, is knowledge engineering.
Yeah, he's not a construction guy. He's just trying to like look around, being like, all right, are there holes in the wall? Are there cobwebs? Do I have pews? Do I have space in front? How well does a stained glass window look? You know?
Cleaning, easy. And over the last like 3 or 4 days that you've been in town, you've gotten the place cleaned out. Been a long time since anyone's used the parsonage or the church, though. This is just as bad disrepair as the house. The one thing that it does have going for it is it's got stone walls as opposed to the wood walls of your house, which are mostly rotted out. So structurally it is sound, but inside it's just gutted. And even then, like, you can see where the walls are kind of bowing in because like the support beams across the top have rotted out. And from a standpoint of fixing it, it's easier to fix than the house. It's got better bones. But if you wanted to have like a grand chapel to your religion of one, you'll probably need some help or to develop some skills over time.
Got it. All right, cool. So it's workable, but it's not very nice.
Yeah,
It's
like It's got, you're probably able to salvage 2 pews. Like somebody like walks around and is like, hey, I got an old table if you want it. And like you're able to use that as an altar.
Sick. 2 pews, an old wooden table, and there's just like a bunch of like scrapped pews, like shit, just like outside. Like when someone's moving out and they just put a bunch of bullshit on their front lawn because they're just all right. We'll deal with this later. We'll like light it on fire or something.
You're gonna clean this up, right?
Yeah, I'll reuse the wood once I learn how carpentry works.
Because it's kind of an eyesore.
Yeah, well, the entire place was kind of an eyesore, so I think it's trading 1 for 1.
Yeah, but the problem is that once you went in and started cleaning it up, it now really just accentuates the pile of crop you've left in the middle of my town square.
Well, it's not in the middle; it's like beside it. It's like the first like 10.
Semantics, young Mr. Seastrike.
No, I don't really use semantic components. It's mostly verbal.
You're a lot like none of us are there. You're doing this solo.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll see you at the party tonight. I just got. Do you want to pray with me? Do you want to learn how that works, or are you not a religious person? Because it's cool if you're not.
Nah, thank you.
All right. Well, if you ever want to find the Lord's love in your heart, it can make you feel better. Also gave me magic powers, which is kind of insane that people don't believe in God when it gives you literal magic powers. But because we're not really thinking about theology in depth here.
Yeah. I think I'll just run my town.
All right. Let me know if there's anyone that needs some religiousness or healing or something.
Oh,
are you tired? I can help wake you up.
I'm sure that they'll come find you if they do there, Mr. Seastrike.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Goodhope or Ms. Goodhope. Sorry, forgot you were married.
Okay.
All right. What's Alice doing?
Yeah.
One of 2 things. I think if the party is going to be happening sometime today, she's probably going to be doing what we talked about, or that Verity and I talked about, where I used that Tears to Wine spell to turn a whole bunch of water into really cheap wine, just make sure we don't run out. But if there is time, I do have to set up a lab somewhere to do alchemy things, so I can be like scouting out somewhere to do that.
In the house. You say preferably not in the house?
That might be safer.
How big of a space are you looking for?
Nothing too big. It doesn't need to be too big. I think a shed, really.
A shed. Yeah, you're able to ask around the town. And inside of town, you find a shed, essentially. Little bit more or bigger than an outhouse, like behind the Good Hope's house / town hall. Where Belinda's like, yeah, no one's used this in 50 years. My great grandfather used to make wine back there, but it's yours if you want to use it. It probably smells and there's probably bugs and rats and no offense, but
this is okay. I stuff with I write at home, and even if it was used as an outhouse, I think that would be some fertilizer.
So yeah, you're able to get the start on it's nothing fancy. It's a dark, drafty shed. It's not. It is mostly weatherproof, but you can see the gaps through the boards in the walls.
Mm-hmm.
I I guess this is kind of a theme, is that there's a lot of resources for you here in town that have just been sitting unused. However, none of it's been used recently. Like, because it's been sitting unused, you're going to have to put efforts into using it.
Mhm. I am torn between the battle between a sterile work environment and having some good ventilation if I'm stuck in there for a long time. So I shall come back to this problem of how do I actually fix this in a bit.
The one thing that does work in your favor on this one is that you could at least, like, you know, take wattle and daub, like, you know, mud, and like seal up the cracks between the woods and stuff. Like, you wouldn't need to do actual carpentry like Damien. Like, it just requires 4 or 5 days of like work on weatherproofing the shed, especially going into winter.
Okay, then I will spend my morning playing in the mud.
Yeah.
And Verity, what are you doing?
They're probably working on getting like stuff set up to the extent that they can, because they're not very physically strong. But like, I don't know, decorations and shit, and like making sure stuff's getting laid out properly. Just very in their party planner element.
You
being used to organizing this sort of shit.
Quickly get like a crew of helpers. The village may not be in any sort of hurry to help you guys refurbish your house or the church or sheds or anything, but hang streamers for a party and like all of that, oh, they're there for that.
It's like, oh, this is wonderful. Thank you so much for your help. And there's gonna be plenty of like stuff to try and all that. Like, I really hope you all like show up and enjoy it.
And from the fields, people start bringing stuff into the town as well. You know, this is a village-wide potluck essentially. So everyone's bringing different things, and there's like tables being set up around the town square where dishes are being put on them. Here and there, like fires are being started and pots being hung over them for different things. One thing is for certain, no one is going to bed hungry tonight.
And like, as someone who just like loves like throwing a good party, like they're getting very excited about this, and they're just thinking, like, I don't know, do they do music for this? Like, I'm not much of a musician myself, but like lighting, I could do lighting.
Yeah, what do you want to do in that sort of thing? Because again, just a farming village, so they have torches. They don't have anything special for lighting.
Probably like a combination between dancing lights or prestidigitating the fire so it's a different color, and trying to get like a really nice autumnal feeling, like how you have like you could change the color of fire with certain chemicals, but like the magical equivalent of that.
How long does dancing lights last for?
It's not really that long, so it's something that they would be doing like regularly throughout the party, because it lasts 1 minute. Dismissible, so it's just like, but I feel like they've like partied long enough that that's like something that's sort of like a force of habit.
It's a cantrip, right?
Yeah, it's a cantrip. And like,
yeah, so like not right now, I wouldn't imagine, but as the sun starts to go down,
yeah,
you know, Verity's just kind of making her rounds, and as she does, just even like kind of offhandedly without, you know, muscle memory.
Yeah, like
really
definitely
just
like testing like colors and whatnot and stuff like that, and like mage hand and like mending if like something gets torn. Just like they're in their element.
Cool. All right. How about you, Borm?
I like to think that going around making sure that all the sharp objects are taken care of. No, that you know, making sure that there's a couple of people making sure to watch out for like oh, you know, what I'm trying to say is um making sure no one gets hurt and no one tries to dare to go into the forest or something, stupid. No one making sure everyone knows that this is a no flying zone. That
As you're kind of making your rounds as the safety patrol,
it was Sash, safety officer.
it's going to be afternoon, a couple hours before the party really will get started. You're just walking past a ladder where there's some guy standing really kind of unsafely on it to hang like a streamer on a corner of one of the buildings.
You could just move the ladder.
And you watch as he overextends and the ladder slips and he face plants from like 15 feet up.
Yeah, we need to be more careful about this. And I'm gonna go and channel some positivity and help him up.
All right. Yeah.
Like,
So as
you could
come
just remember, move the ladder just a little bit. I know it's annoying, but
you see that like his leg is like got an extra joint in it suddenly. And then you channel some positive energy into him as like somebody else like pulls the leg straight, and there's like a grunt of pain because he's a farmer, and if he admits that he's he'll never hear the end of it. But then you fix the leg, and he's like, that'd have been the whole winter for me. Thank you, young man.
Yep. I recommend just moving the ladder next time. Please.
And last of all, Dominic. It's maybe an hour or so before the party starts.
Oh, really? Okay, because there was stuff I wanted to do that morning.
Oh, by all means, do it.
So first thing when I wake up, I want to assess my bed. What is it? What are we working with here?
At this point, you're probably sleeping on like your bedroll that you would like use out in the field.
Mm-hmm. So like the bed that was here is just gone. Just complete trash. Okay. So I'm going to spend most of my morning seeking out supplies to either just put together or buy or make a new bed by hand.
Do you have profession carpenter?
No, none of us took profession carpenter. Why would we do that?
Well, then, you're a big boy.
I want to go find. Does anyone have a mattress that they are not using? I'm literally going around town asking if anyone has a mattress that they don't want anymore.
But more than one people offer to like sew you a mattress that you could then stuff with hay.
Perfect.
That's about how the beds are made.
Perfect. I will help them get as much hay as they need.
Well, you're going to need to get your own hay.
And
they're just going to give you the sack essentially.
Yeah. So I'm going to go collect I'm going to like pick up a whole bale just on my shoulder and bring it up and be like, is this enough?
Yeah, you could put that back at your house there, son, and you can stuff it when I get done here in a couple days.
Okay, I kick it. I like roll it in the direction of the house.
Are you doing like a round bale of hay?
Sure.
Like, like the 6 foot round bales, or are you doing like just a regular square bale?
Whatever the nearest one I saw, but it's funnier if it was one of the giant round ones. So I just picked one up with like one hand and brought it over to this person.
Did you let anyone know you were taking the hay?
No. They said, go get some hay. And I said, okay, I'll go get some hay. And I found hay.
All right. So as you get the hay back to your house, there'll be a couple days before the mattress is ready because, people are more worried about the party.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm assuming you're getting it like made extra large.
Yes, if like I'm assuming it'll maybe even like 2 if the cloth part doesn't like if they don't have big versions of it, I'll just kind of like combine them.
You get back to your house, and there's an angry looking dwarf standing there.
Hello, can I help you?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask about that hay you found there.
Oh, I'm having a mattress made, and they asked me to go get hay, and I found some. I just thought it was like city hay.
City hay.
Mm-hmm.
City hay. I see. So, is that how it works where you're from?
That's how what works.
That you just go take anyone's fucking hay?
You own the hay? That's like owning grass.
Oh.
How does that work? Is this your hay, or is that what we're running around right now?
Yeah, it's my fucking hay.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, I didn't know.
You didn't know because you didn't ask.
I was instructed to go.
You just took what you want. You think because you're so fucking big that you can just take whatever you want?
I was given an errand.
Oh, here, you know what? Can I have your sword?
Yeah, here you go. And it's like,
thanks.
It's like 3 times his size.
He takes it and starts walking away.
How is he carrying it?
He's very strong.
He can drag it.
Yeah, I mean, like he's dragging it behind him. But
He's a blacksmith, right?
All right, well, I'll need that back.
No, it's city sword now.
Okay, well, I'm gonna take the hay. I guess has enough been like taken off of it to use yet?
Well, you've been kicking it across the city square, so like every time you did, like you just left this like long strand of like stray hay behind.
Okay.
So it's about, I don't know, 2/3 as big as it was originally.
It's still probably enough. So I'm gonna stick with this. The next thing I wanted to do was, he can have it. The next thing I wanted to do is I was gonna go take all of the food we got, because I got what is listed as an average meal for 150 people. I was gonna take that and go take it to whoever is in charge of the food and help them get set up and store food however it's stored.
All right, so you put the food out on tables.
Help them set up, like carried, like a bunch of tables and stuff.
They have to get like extra tables out. Like they pretty much empty the in out of tables.
Mm-hmm.
Because this would be a big party held in like the square. All right, what else?
I mean, for now, that's it.
At any point, do you try to get your sword back?
No, he's using it. He clearly needs it so bad. So I'm gonna let him borrow it. I would like to, as he's like dragging it off with all of his might, I want to like kind of make a mental note of like which house is his.
Oh, you know which one's the blacksmith.
Okay. Oh, it's the blacksmith.
Yeah, and you see quickly thereafter, like the smoke fire up from the forge as he starts to like work your sword into pig iron.
Like I see him like actively putting it, like
as you're walking around, like you see him like, he's breaking down your sword.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go stop him.
Now I have an issue.
Yeah.
Do we notice this?
You said you were just borrowing it. You didn't say.
No. I said I'm taking it because it's the city sword now. Because it's the city sword now, I'm gonna turn it into some plows.
Is this gonna be a whole thing? I can pay you for the hay.
Oh, you can pay me for the hay, but maybe you should have asked me about the hay first.
I didn't know that people just owned hay. I'm not from a place where there's hay.
So where
Oh, I
you're
was
not from a
told
place
by
where
a-
there's personal property.
I was told by a person, go get some hay, and there was just a whole bunch laying around, and I picked the first one I saw.
So did you all this food here that you brought for the village? Did you just take that?
No, but like food.
Oh,
is
so you
different.
understand the concept of capitalism
I mean,
of
I've never quite agreed with it, but
of
you know,
exchanging goods for services.
well, my service
But
is
my
bringing
goods you
food
just
to
take.
the whole village, and I thought I could just borrow some hay since I don't have a bed, but I didn't know people just owned grass. So there you go.
So you didn't know that people just own grass. Do you think hay's just grass?
Pretty much, it's just edible grass for
Well,
animals.
swords just steel. Nobody owns steel. Steel's from the ground.
Yeah, but it's crafted. I'm not using a block of.
Tongue.
You gonna make it sharper?
Make it very sharp. It's gonna be a great plow. Sell it to one of the farmers here.
Well,
I'll have a story to it too, and everyone will know the story to not steal.
the story
Bruno.
of the pettiest dwarf of all time.
I wish I was the pettiest dwarf of all time.
Well, I mean, if I'm gonna protect your village, I'm gonna need a sword. So maybe we can work something out.
You're right. And he hands you a wooden sword.
I throw it on the ground. I throw it in the fire, actually.
Well, that
I
was
don't
the
think
city
that's gonna-
sword.
Yeah, well, now
The only one left after I break this one down.
Well, I'm gonna need a new one, and I'm happy to pay you for it, and the hay as well. But if you want to keep doing this, we can keep doing this. I'm sorry, I didn't know how hay works. I thought it was just literally for the town, and it was more of a communal situation, especially since the community is coming together for a party. Figured, sharing was kind of in the air today, but I seem to be mistaken. And now I am.
Oh, you're right though. No,
I have no
shared
weapon,
my
so
hay with
if-
you, and you
if-
shared your sword with me. Would
Well,
you like to share your armor with me too?
I mean, no, because you're gonna ruin it. So I thought you were
This
just going
village
to
has
borrow
gone
the
50
sword,
years
which
without
I
any
was-
swords, but it's not going to go a year without any plows.
All right. Well,
I
if
would say
something
that I'm
bad
not ruining
happens
it, I'm
tonight
improving it.
and I'm unarmed, that's not on me, because I thought you were going to borrow the sword as is, but you're now changing the sword into a different thing. I did not.
No, it's not your sword. It's the
change
city
the hay.
sword.
Okay. I've already explained myself, and you're
Oh, yes, you come from a place where there's no personal property.
no, you're choosing to be petty like that.
So there is personal property. There's just none of
Wait,
my
so
personal
you've
property.
already tried
you're a
this.
human.
You've already tried this like gotcha thing
you're a
like
human.
3 times in a row, and like
does-
we get it.
Does
Do any
Damien
of us
hear this
notice
argument?
this?
Yes.
Yeah.
We get
Everyone
it.
hears
Damien's
this
gonna-
argument.
I mean,
Damien's
Oh.
gonna walk up to the blacksmith and say,
One of you,
how you doing?
as this happens, it's like,
I'm being extremely calm
I
right
need-
now.
like, just
which,
walks past
if
is
you
like-
knew me better, you would know is a big.
oh,
Hey,
I see
Mr.
Dominic met Brunner. Well,
Hi, Mr.
good for
Hi,
him.
Mr. Blacksmith. Hi, I'm Damien.
Oh, yes. So you're also from the same place as him where there's no personal property.
Oh no, he's just a weird guy. I've been working on the parish. I've been trying to fix up the buildings. I've been trying to help. Do you have like any use for wood or anything that could like help you? I have like a bunch of wood.
I have
could
no
use
use for
metal.
anyone daft enough to believe that gods exist.
It's not that we believe in God, is that we respect the memory of the gods, but fair enough. Anyway, I just need to know
Oh,
if
you
I
want to talk about respect? How about respecting my property and not taking my hay? And then
Who took
spreading
your
it across
hay?
the fucking,
Who took your hay? Who took
your
your hay?
brother did.
Wow, that's messed up. I'm so sorry. I'm
don't
gonna have
even
a
know what
talking
hay
to
is.
with him later.
So is
You know what? I need to have a proper talk to with him. And back home, what me and my parents did was we'd use big swords to kind of spank people who did things wrong. Do you perchance have a sword I could borrow to spank him?
Give me a diplomacy check. I'm going to tell you right now, the DC is 30.
I'm gonna aid another on this.
all right.
And this is just to get him to maybe listen to you.
DC of 30 with 8 another?
No,
Well, I mean, that's not gonna do anything.
no.
Well, 19. Like, it's not terrible.
So it's a 21.
I guess.
I
Well, I
just
mean, I
try
rolled
to
a 3
spank him.
and ate another, but
Trying to...
Yeah, no, he's just banging away on Damien's sword.
Buddy, I'm gonna level with you. Like,
I mean,
you need
I
this
can.
stuff
I
to
want you to know
defend
I
your
can
life.
just take this from you at any minute, but I am choosing to not be aggressive about
Like,
this.
like, we are literally trying to protect you. If there
Yes.
are monsters who attack, this is going to be an issue.
I gave him a sword. He threw it away.
You gave him. I saw. You gave him a
wooden
wooden sword. You can't stab things with a wooden sword. If you think so, I'd be more than happy to see you succeed.
I
That
really
being
want this
said-
guy to be really good at improvised weapons now and just
Like, this
I
is a
just
problem.
never
Like,
use
this,
a
you
sword.
understand
Congrats.
why you being a petty asshole right now is causing problems, right? It's like, he fucked up, absolutely, but you're, like, building on
I
it.
explained myself
Like,
that I
you
didn't
have
know,
somehow
and
been...
I said I was sorry. I
I
won't
was
do it again.
on your side with this nonsense until you started pulling this shit. You have been so petty, you are now the bad guy. This is not, like, cute.
I made a mistake. I owned up to it. I
He offered to
apologized.
pay
I made
you.
a commitment to change. What do you want? And
Like,
I
you have to
offered to
forgive
I
him,
offered to
just-
make amends as well.
This is a sword. Like, this is required to defend the city.
So what is the current status of my
I thought the Angel Stone defended the city.
No, it just keeps monsters from coming in.
Do you want fish? Like, we're
Also,
trying
what
to
are
get
you
you
ever
guys
gonna do
fish.
if it
What was a
turns
dwarf need for fish?
Eating food.
What are
you
you ta-
require sustenance.
do they not fish where you come from?
No. How many fish do you know come from mountains?
A lot.
There's dwarves
mountain
that don't come
fish
from
in
mountains.
mountain streams. You ever heard of a trout before?
We lived next to a mountain and
You ever
also
heard
an
of
ocean.
salmon before?
Did you live in the mountain?
Kinda.
No.
Near a
Not all
mountain?
dwarves live in
Was
mountains.
it kind of or
What
was it
sort
no?
of-
Which
There's
one
a
is it? You don't even know where
seaside
you're from?
mountain.
What sort of regressive world do you live in where all dwarves live in mountains? Wouldn't have been. Imagine we walked
Okay,
up to you and went,
is
"Oh,
he
you're a
paying
dwarf. You
attention?
clearly lived in a
Is-
Are
mountain."
you
What is
guys
his-
starting arguments
What are
already?
his hands doing right now? Like,
What are
is
the
he,
dwarf's
like-
hands doing?
Yes, like what is he
He's beating on your sword. Like he's about to like
having the full
destroy your
conversation?
sword.
Can I detect evil? Because clearly this guy is a piece of shit.
All right. So, well, okay. So here's
Just
what's
because you're a piece of shit doesn't mean you're evil.
so here's what's about to happen, sir. I am going to take my sword from you, and I'm gonna leave some money right here. But if you break my sword, then one, we're gonna have a problem, and then I'm gonna take a different sword that you have at the smithy, and then also leave some money.
He doesn't have any swords at the smithy. Not a lot of business in swords.
All right, let's just take his shit. Like, I'm done. Like, this is.
Do you want to
All
take the
right.
sword?
I'm gonna take the sword from you.
Okay.
I'm gonna aid another. Like, I'm done. I'm gonna be a dick. I'm
I'm
done with
not
this.
getting physical with him. I'm just
Oh,
like, quickly
Damien's
just
like.
pulling the sword out of.
Damien's done with this man's bullshit.
Again,
Like, this
this
person is
sword
an
is
idiot.
like 3.
The outreach
height.
program, no.
Oh,
Well, we
oh,
already
I'm
know that this
reaching
guy
out
is
to this
this guy's
motherfucker.
famously an asshole.
This guy
in
is like,
town.
his defining trait is he's a piece of shit.
Okay, so you grab the sword, which has been
I
sitting,
grab
you know,
the hilt and I pull
the
it
hilt
out.
of the sword, which has been sitting, you know, in
Yes.
the fire and now is being worked, is cherry red hot
Mhm,
as you grab it. So you take 3 points of fire damage
mhm.
as you grab the sword.
That's fine.
And Bruno doesn't say anything. He just kind of laughs.
I'm fully no selling it. That it doesn't hurt me.
Give me a bluff check.
Can I aid him on that? I don't
No,
know how.
Not trained
Okay.
in bluff. But nat 20.
Ooh.
Oh.
And I'm looking him dead in the eyes. As my hand is just like
Like you
So-
hear the sizzle.
Yeah, you can hear the sizzle.
mhm. And I'm just gritting my teeth and no selling it.
All right. You succeed, but you also take another 8 points of damage.
Okay. Let's see. Not how much hey Dame, how much you think a hay bale cost?
I don't know. Wait. You see, there's supply and demand, right? That's what I was always taught. And there's actually a weird thing about demand where if someone's a piece of shit, you want to give them less money. So, like, is this a normal hay bale or this is a hay bale that this man owns?
It's one this man owns, but to be honest,
I'd say like maybe a copper on a
sure.
good day.
I'm in a generous mood.
Oh, you're
especially
generous.
given
Okay.
the spirit of today. So
Oh,
I'll leave.
it's true. It's a
I'll
festival.
leave
Two
a
copper.
silver.
Oh, a silver. You're a generous.
And I
you're
throw
generous,
the silver on the ground, and then I walk away as my hand is burning.
Oh man, I'm
And
so
then
glad
the
that these guys
second-
are gonna love us so
The second
much.
everyone else in the town hates this guy too. But I walk away, and the second I can like turn a corner where he can't, like Brunar can't see me, I throw the sword on the ground. Fuck.
Damien's gonna take like his water skin and just pour water on it.
Thank you.
God, what a dick!
I know, right?
Just like general, like I understand why everyone in the city hates him.
He was gonna straight up break my sword. I didn't.
What is wrong with this man?
I literally
His
wanted
mom not
a
love
bed.
him.
The crime of wanting a bed.
This
God
man's
damn.
mom
After
does
everything
not
we've
love
done.
him.
Anyway,
So
no chocolate for him.
yeah, I'm gonna go out of my way to make sure he never tastes chocolate.
Also,
today.
straight up religious intolerance, like straight up foundational belief of
They
his.
don't know, you know.
Well, you know, I still feel hurt.
I get it. And then with my good. Do you have some bandages? I'm just gonna like.
I'm going to lay on hands here.
I'm gonna touch hands.
I'm gonna 1d6 of healing.
Sweet, and then I'm gonna wrap my hand in just some like
1 HP. You heal 1 HP. All right, there you go,
buddy.
buddy.
Way cooler if I have a secret resistance built in, but it's not fire. It would have been cooler if it was. That's a hint for later. Anyway,
so you guys,
that's all.
Quickly, word spreads through the village that the Sea Strike brothers are banned from the blacksmithy.
Fine, he doesn't have any fucking swords anyway.
I literally have my own weapon. I have no need for a blacksmith. Clearly not one of his quality. He's not a magic weapon kind of maker anyway.
And he's grudgingly, thanks to Belinda's intervening, agreeing to sell nails to the rest of you to fix the house at twice the normal price.
How much can that be?
Fair enough.
Not fair enough. This guy's a dick.
Okay,
yes.
but you guys were dicks in response.
No.
And it's called about consequences of your actions.
I literally did all 3 stages of an apology, and he chose to just keep hammering home.
You can't argue with an idiot.
But also, well, yes, I'm friends with both.
Honestly, we're lucky this didn't evolve into a fist fight. We were like 10 seconds away.
I was very calm, and he's lucky I didn't snap him in half, if we're being honest.
Well, snap him to half, more like snap him in quarter with how fucking short he is.
Nice. And I fist bump you with the burnt hand, and I go, fuck.
So that's how we settle things when we have adventurers in tune?
No.
I'm sorry. How else? He was destroying the weapon that we rely on to protect this village. I don't think you understand the severity.
I'm just saying that I don't like. I understand that Bruner's an ass. I mean, we all know.
I'm not.
I warned your masters or whatever when they came through. Did not fuck with him, but nonetheless.
Yeah, but I don't think you get the point where like his response was incredibly disproportionate.
I didn't
it's
know
like
that
if
I was
someone
fucking
actually
with
took
him.
hay and then you started breaking someone's arm.
I didn't know
like,
I was.
Maybe what I could do, maybe what I could suggest in the next time is that before you go taking things, you find out who it belongs to.
Sure. Well, I thought, in the case of like we're setting a bunch of stuff up for a giant party where we're all going to share stuff, I didn't think about it for 2 seconds. But don't worry. In the future, I will not touch a single thing without asking who it belongs to, where it came from,
what his mother's maiden name is.
Yeah, the mother's
what
maiden
city
name.
It grew up on.
Yeah.
The funny last
Don't worry.
numbers on the back of the credit card.
Hay
I'm not gonna hurt anyone.
Hay is made from wheat.
Okay.
Do we look
it's
like
just
farmers?
grass for cows?
Or ox.
Or horses.
Or ox. Anyway.
Yeah.
Just
I think the point here is he had a very disproportionate response to a very minor.
Here's an idea. Why don't we just have you two just not be allowed to interact with this dwarf? Because I am seeing
for sure,
any
for
future
sure.
interactions with him.
Never again.
Not going pleasantly.
You have my word. Never again. I wasn't knowingly interacting with him. I didn't know it was his.
Look, I like good quality blacksmithing, so I'm just gonna go back to the Citadel if I ever need blacksmithing. This is,
honestly, yeah, fuck that.
I'll learn to do it myself at this point. This is.
that
Mike
would
lets
be
me take a crafting feat again.
So what does he need hay for? He's a blacksmith.
To tinder, to feed animals.
Use paper,
to thatch,
like everyone else.
To create thatch for his roof.
He's a thatch.
So your solution
Oh
to this?
Oh my god! You guys,
the solution is that I was gonna pay him for damages
that you're gonna set up a competing business with him.
He's joking.
If I was trying to hurt his feelings, yes.
I do not like that.
He's joking. He doesn't. He's weird. It's fine.
Wait. If I wanted to, I wouldn't be allowed to start a competing business. Do we have guild monopolies here? What is this?
No. I just was thinking that.
What's that?
The one way that you definitely make friends with people is to try to take away their livelihood.
Clearly, this man is not a friend. We've established this. Everyone dislikes him to the point where you had to warn people before we came into the city.
The only reason people interact.
A warning that maybe you should have had.
The only blacksmith in town.
This is like when you have a friend and you need to warn your other friends before they meet them. Like that's a point where you need to be like, maybe I shouldn't be friends with this person.
Yeah.
Well,
I wouldn't have
kind of realized that
I'm offering
sometimes.
All right.
You are sometimes very strong-willed yourself, and we occasionally may warn people of that.
Well, that's a you problem. If you're ashamed to be my friend, that's on you.
That's not what I said.
But,
not for the nothing, Mr. Sea Strike, but
which one?
We survived 50 years without adventurers. We couldn't have survived without the blacksmith.
Well, according to him, that's the opposite of what is true. According to him, he said that there's not much use for a blacksmith and way more use for farming or whatever. Plows, yeah.
So, who do you think makes the plows?
Yes,
it's not the same.
Yes,
blacksmiths are weapon people.
I agree.
They don't. No, they're not exclusively.
I've never bought a plow for.
It is okay. It is varying degrees of ironworking. So he makes nails. He makes tools. He can make weapons, but that's not a necessity.
Well, maybe he should get nailed, okay? And maybe he'd chill out.
He has a wife. We were distinctly told the only people he actually likes are his wife and his children.
Again, if I had known that it was gonna be his, I wouldn't have even. It would never have crossed my mind. I would never.
Start more shit with this man.
It was an accident.
Okay,
I was just standing up for my brother. I did nothing wrong in the situation, honestly.
Take the prerogative to not start more shit with this man.
I did nothing wrong. I tried to defuse the situation.
Sure,
you did not defuse the situation.
The sword spanking plan was It was a little bit of a stretch, but
it was a good plan.
Yeah, it was good thinking.
I tried to fix the situation. I don't know why I'm the bad guy here. I just walked in, tried to fix it, and the guy just decided to continue being an asshole.
I was going to overly compensate him because we have more money than these people know what to do with because of the danger we put ourselves in. But apparently that's not good enough.
As you're saying this, you see behind everyone, you can see the blacksmith shop off in the distance. And Bruner's out there with a hammer and a nail, and he's nailing that silver piece to a rail outside of his shop.
See,
wow, he's so poor.
He's so petty that he's ruining money.
Guys, you're not you just need a.
Where's your pride, Orem?
Do not talk to him, please.
Again, for the 18th time, not planning on it. It was an accident.
He is our neighbor. He is literally our fucking neighbor.
Eat my ass. And
I don't think you're his type.
I need my sword.
Yeah, you know why we're not his type? Because we have self-respect. We stood up for each other.
What we need is to get ready for this party.
This is all right.
All right.
I will not be cowed.
So it's late
No, but you
afternoon.
certainly have beef.
You know how hard it is to nail money, like a coin, to
Like,
something?
yeah.
Oh, he's doing it
Well,
like he's got the nail pushed against the coin, and it's like tap, 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 pound,
Yeah, this is
and it
he's
drives
putting a
through the
lot of
coin
effort.
and into the board in one hit.
He's a weird guy.
This is a strong man.
He's fine.
Well,
I could throw him farther than.
yeah, let's not throw people unless they ask.
I'm not gonna. I need to be allowed to express my anger.
yeah, I think this is unhealthy that we're all dished. Like, he tried to fix the situation. The other guy was a big unreasonable.
Well, it makes me. I'm not gonna lie. It makes me feel better knowing that like everyone else in the village,
not
it kind of
disagreeing
feels
with
the
you.
same
It's
way
just
as
there's
us.
never going to be reason.
It does soften the blow knowing that it's not like we're not being weird. Like everyone hates this guy.
Well, I don't know if it was. I don't know if everyone hates him. I think
They don't like
just-
him. They think he's a dick.
No, they're saying that he is.
That's what we were told before we even got here.
Do you
Okay,
hate...
what I would say is like it's a man with a very abrasive personality.
Exactly. I'm
Well,
just
there's
But if
that.
saying
they
it
didn't
feels
want him
good
here,
that
if they didn't want him here,
kind of unanimous.
he wouldn't be here.
Or he's just the only person who knows how to smith.
I mean, that is true, but
All right.
Potty time?
Yeah, I think this is when Alice comes back from the mud plane, just pushing a big barrel along of like wine, going, "Come, Bodsy!"
Wait,
There's
Alice, where did you
metaphors
get that
somewhere here
barrel?
about the
Alice,
danger
I'm
of
so serious right now.
monopolies.
Where did you get that barrel? Is that yours?
Yeah, didn't we buy
It's
the
like-
barrels?
Oh, is that you? You found that? Like it's not. You didn't like take that because it's a huge fucking deal around here.
No, didn't we buy the barrels?
Oh,
We
this
bought-
is
we
one of the
bought-
ones we brought from the Citadel. Okay, we're good then. Never mind. I'll
And
throw
to be
you
honest-
later.
Very traumatized by the concept
And when it's
of
empty,
borrowing.
like at that point, like once the good booze is gone, people don't really need stuff that tastes good. They just want to get more drunk. So then we just fill it with water and tears to wine it, and then I can press to digitate it to taste better.
Are you throwing one of your legendary ragers?
Oh, you know it.
Hell yeah, I need it.
All right.
Rage for the rager for the rager. What? How long? We've been doing this hustle for a while. with the
Wow, you gonna give out any tats?
I mean, I'll change my outfit so like I can show like the work I do because pretty much all my work, everything on me is my own work.
I imagine
So
most
like
of them
it'll
don't have
be
one.
an option.
Set up a little
but
booth.
It'll be yeah, maybe it'll be a little option and just like I can do like I can arcane mark it rather than
Like a temp.
actually use the pen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So like for like also really good for little kids, kind of like face painting, but like
That could
there's
be
a
good.
setting.
That
There's
could
a
be good.
setting. I put a setting in the pen so I can do it with arcane mark. It's good for outlining.
That's cool. I'm sure people will take you up on that.
All right, you guys get into the town square. I mean, like you were there, but you're kind of like off to the corner, and you see that whilst everything was going down with Bruno and your own conversation, and then while you were playing in the mud and everything, the rest of the setup has happened in the town square. So essentially, you've got the town square, which isn't really that square-like, but around you is all the different. Or the couple of businesses, your house, the town hall, the inn, Bruner's shop, Garl's place. Tables line the outer edge, full and in some cases leaning inwards of food. Most of it's pretty basic, farm food. Lots of different stews and potato dishes and stuff, plus your real exotic stuff. Then there's several kegs of locally brewed beer, a couple casks of local wine, plus all the booze that you guys have brought. there is a small pen set up with a bunch of people gathered around, and it seems like some sort of rite for the young men in the village as they each take turns going in and trying to catch the greased pig. And then also just off the square is a slightly larger pen set up with a chute, and you can see a large black bull just like pacing around inside of here, looking just ornery. And then last of all, as far as like the little booths, there is a kissing booth. Where all the young men and all the young women in the village, you know, like giggly bashfully, like go up and take turns. There's no real money exchange for any of this. The village runs more on barter than coin. Kissing booth, though, definitely seems like the place to go make out with your cousin.
I was gonna say, is there any way to determine, like, just in the time we've been here, are there any pairings of these people that we know are cousins?
I mean, really, it's hard not to at this point.
Mm-hmm. Just kind of like,
but there's a lot of like people like at the kissing booth of both sexes, like looking over at you guys and like wondering if you're gonna come get involved.
But damn, now's your chance.
What?
Get in there. They're licking their lips at you.
No, I'm a good. No, I'm not interested.
Is it like a Pelos thing?
Yeah, no, it's just it would feel weird because they're all cousins.
Yeah, but they're not your cousins. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's like the kind of person that would make out with their cousin and not, it's
what?
like,
yeah, you got a
it's
point.
like
second cousin.
It's a little.
That doesn't. I'm gonna be real with you, King. Doesn't make it better on my end. It's like, there's a certain amount of.
I feel you. Somebody who's just like totally fine with that.
Plus, like, I did so much stuff when I was alone for 3 months or 6 months on my thing that, like, it's not.
Sure.
Like, it's not like I'm missing it or
anything.
I mean, so it's all cool.
Like, you don't gotta bullshit me though. Like, what's
I'm not
going?
bullshitting, bro.
Like, come on, I see the way that you look at her still.
No, you're crazy. You're making things up. Anyway, why don't you go?
Oh, absolutely not. It's freaking gross, dude.
Then why did you ask me to go?
I don't know. I just wanted to see if you'd do it. I just wanted to see if you'd do it.
Oh, you thought I'd do it, bro?
I just thought it'd be funny if you did. But like, I get you. Sometimes it's like kind of sad because like they don't really have like a choice.
Odds
of what?
Wait, did you never play odds?
What are you talking about?
So you need to pick a number, like let's say 10.
Oh,
and then
here we go with the games.
We say the number at the same time, and it needs to be a number from 1 to 10. And if we say the same number, you have to do the thing. So you set the odds of you doing the thing.
That's a very high chance of having to do something I don't want to do.
No, so you pick. So it could be 100, it could be 1,000, it could be a million, depending on what the
10.
odds are. It could be 2 if you're like,
okay, I got one.
It's odds, bro.
I got one.
Okay, so what's the odds?
Oh, you don't just like pick a number?
Bro. Yeah, pick a number. Odds.
What's I have a number.
Yeah, but what's your range? You have to say the range.
Oh, okay. 1 through 107.
All right. I'm ready.
Okay.
All right. 3, 2, 1, 4.
7.
Damn it.
Wait, did I win?
Yeah. You don't have to do it because I didn't say the same number.
Okay. Wait, do I get to get you to do something now?
No.
I was gonna have you go fight that bull.
Bye. And he's
See that bull over there?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go put it in a headlock if you don't.
It's actually
Go
a
ahead.
rodeo.
Go ahead. Go have fun in the
You
rodeo.
want to check it out? But like, could I? What are other people doing? I just wanted. That was supposed to be like a 5-second thing.
Yeah.
Of elbowing you to go kiss some cousins. That was.
Let's
the
go
only-
reverse what we did before. What's Borum doing?
I mean, it's gonna sound so original and different, but I think ensuring everyone is having a safe and fun time. I can see like later in the evening having him do the kissing booth more as like a hey, here's someone different rather than personally intentionally wanting to do it.
Like, here's the deal. Borum gets into the kissing booth, and like, here's the thing: is that like,
here's an idea. Borum he'll offer to run the kissing booth for a while.
And there's no line. It's more like two clouds of people. Until Borum gets in the kissing booth, every girl in town and some of the boys line up.
Oh, you see that?
Hey, Borum.
He's cleaning up.
Hey, Borum, you comfy with this?
What?
You have to kiss a lot of people.
I understand. Try to stay out of trouble.
I'm not
because
drinking
I'm going to be busy for a bit.
anything after you've all for sure.
He's going to town here.
Oh man, yeah.
I mean,
Well, just like give
hustle.
us the signal if you want us to like bail you out.
Yeah.
I know how to use my words. I can
The signal
talk
is
to
this.
people and
Yo, we know we get that. We're just making sure our boy feels safe and comfortable at all times.
I'm just saying this is a very open this is a festival. Like
Bro, Borum,
I offered to them.
This is the signal. Do this if you want us to bail you out.
Yo, I'm just making sure my boy feels safe.
We're gonna let you go, but like do that.
I'm not locked
if
in
you,
here.
if
I
you
can
want us
go
to.
away at any point.
I know, but pressures are easy to
Yeah,
build.
but you know how you are.
We're
You
just
always
once
just want
again,
to like
bro.
you want to
Have
make
all the
everyone
fun you
feel
want.
good.
We're
You
just
want to
making
help
sure
everyone. So
we're
like,
just telling you we're here for you if you ever need anything.
whatever
it is.
We very
Even
clearly
if you just
see
need a glass of water because you're parched.
we foresee a future where you
From
are
all the
you let
spill.
your boundaries get crossed
Borum's
regularly.
got create water. He can keep himself hydrated.
We're just trying to support our boy.
Just keep those boundaries up, you know.
All right. Anyway, clearly you want
have-
to do this and you feel comfortable. I will step away. I was just making sure you were good.
Verity, I don't need to ask what you're doing. It's a safe assumption to say that you are holding court.
Where? Where do you think?
Wherever you are at. Like, you are making your way around the party, but there is a throng of the older girls in town who want to be you, and all the boys that aren't at the kissing booth who want to be with you.
They probably would have adjusted the sleeve of many garments so that like it's like their outfit, like it's like there's pants and a shirt, but also like kind of cropped so that's like mesh, so like it shows off their tattoos. And just like the wizard hat just kind of like pulled up and just kind of like, and they're just on their own, and then like it probably would have showed them the shadow beard trick.
Yeah, if there's anything that's holding up your queen bee status here, it's that every so often Parody just like acts on their own, and like you lose one or two of your little beehive members.
Yeah, if anything, Verity I think is very conscious of it at this point, and integrates Perdit into like party tricks.
They're also probably on their best behavior as far as shadows go. I don't like that.
Knows how to be at a Perdit knows how to party.
Yeah. All right. And what's Alice doing?
Rodeo.
Yes, I was thinking the same thing.
All right. So the goal of the rodeo isn't to hold on forever, but just to hold on for everyone the longest. So you sign up for the rodeo, and they like put you up pretty quick. Because because you're one of the adventurers in town, and B because everyone's worried you're going to die and they just want to get it over with. I need all my dice are upstairs. I guess I need roll 20.
Could I drink a potion before I do this?
You sure can.
Yes.
We all roll flat charisma checks to see how hard we party in the meantime. How likable are we at parties?
I think the name game here is if I use more of the bowl for not the strength, but more of the bowl for me to grip.
Damien's just kind of doing the thing when you get a little too drunk and you get depressed, so you just sit in the corner drinking.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna roll. The bull is gonna roll a straight D20. That's gonna be the DC to stay on. He tries to buck you. You can roll a D20 plus I guess reflex to try to hold on to maintain your grip, plus anything that like will bonus that. If you got an alternative, I'm willing to hear it.
I mean, my reflex is better than ride, so I might want to do that. I want to drink a potion of reduce person, so now I'm tiny.
Okay.
I just want to hold on tight.
Yeah, because that's all you got to do is you just got to hold on to the rope around the bull's chest.
Yep.
All right.
My whole body around the rope.
So we'll see how many rounds you can do it.
Okay, so it's just reflex?
Yep.
That is a 25.
And the target's a 2, so first round is easy. Second round target is a 17.
Oh gosh. Okay. 17.
All right. Third round is a 20.
Oh my gosh. Okay. 10.
All right. So you hold on for like about 14, 15 seconds before like the bull just bucks up. And maybe if you were in your normal form, like you would have been able to get a good grip on the rope, but the rope, now that you're just like tiny, is like holding on to like a boat cable instead. And like you go flying out into the crowd where someone like softball catches you.
Here.
And then like the crowd just erupts.
I want to try that.
I am very recommending it.
All right.
This tastes heals.
Dominic, reverse wizard cannon.
Let me take a crack at it. And I want to size up the bull and kind of realize, like, raise my hand and be like, I think I might be too big to ride. Is there any way we could do a different test? Can we could I bullfight? Not like fight it, but like to dodge, or like we just like go at each other and try to like push each other out of the ring.
How big are
I'm
you?
gonna say that Borum
7
does not
foot
hear
tall.
this as he's attending. Or he's
7 foot
tending to
tall?
move.
And like
The
280.
bull's still big enough for you to ride.
Get on the bull.
Okay.
This is a big animal.
Thought it would be fun to bull rush each other. The bull and me to bull rush and like try to out wrestle each other.
You want to try to bull rush a bull?
Yes.
Or
like, effectively sumo wrestle. Just try to push each other out of like a ring that's marked on the ground, or to try to matador it.
Here's the thing: is that you do run a chance of getting impaled.
Good, just so you know.
Okay.
But actually, yeah, it's probably more of a longhorn bull, like with its book. So, yeah, you know what? Let's do this.
Yes. Like 3-point stance. Am I bullfighting, or are we like trying to push each other out of a test of strength kind of thing?
Yeah, more of a test of strength. Like, by the way, the winner of the rodeo. Does anybody else want a rodeo before we do the bull?
I would love to rodeo.
Oh yeah,
go for it right now. The
You
current
just
leader is
stretch.
at 6 rounds.
Okay, then can I actually use a spell for this?
What spell?
Shadow Trap. I want to like use it on myself to trap myself to the bull. Failing to save.
No, it looks like that's got to be done to the terrain. So
the bull's back terrain.
Here's the problem that you'd have with it is that like the bull's back is not terrain. If you did shadow trap yourself to the ground, as soon as the bull moved out of that space that you were shadow trapped to, you'd be yanked off of the bull.
Fair enough. I mean, it sounded like something fun to try.
Worth a shot.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you're stuck in the same spot. Neat spell, but not a great candidate for this.
They disappeared.
They fully disappeared. Just as Verity was getting ready to ride the bull.
I was excited for that.
Bamfs out. Everyone looks around kind of concerned.
Don't worry, it happens.
She will be back within 2 seconds or 8 months. It's very variable.
There's no way to know, honestly.
It's very random.
Longest has been 7 days.
All right.
I thought, didn't Borum disappear for like a year or something?
No, that was...
No.
He came back like a few days later. You just weren't paying attention. You were pretty busy. You were...
All right. Let's do the battle of the bulls.
All right. So I get into position and fully just and go into a rage.
Okay. This is going to be a straight strength versus strength. As you both like the bull, like, paw on the ground and everything, snorfing.
I'm snorfing back.
And then like as it lunges forward, you lunge forward,
start like sprinting at it.
2 linebackers hitting each other. Like you come in behind,
like muscles are just giant from the rage. And I just lock shoulders and like we headbutt each other to try to like lock horns.
Okay, so it's +6.
It's a straight strength roll. Mine's also +6. Did you? All right, ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1. Oh fuck! I rolled a 3.
So I mean, here's the thing: is that in the end, having 4 feet to push against the ground versus 2 feet to push against the ground is just much more pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe on a better day, you might have been able to Match the bulls, strength for strength.
I yell at the bull, but like I'm knocked on my ass. I
Okay.
yell at the bull. Best 2 out of 3. Come on.
And,
It doesn't understand me because it's the bull.
no, it does not.
I mean, I can make
busy,
it. I can talk to it.
You're just making out with somebody.
Yeah, Maury's busy making out with all the young girls in the
So
village.
Verity bamps in and sees Dominic flat on his ass with a giant like welt on his forehead, yelling at a bull.
Damien's just gonna
That's 2
go
out
up
of 3,
behind
you
him and
coward.
grab him from the armpits and just drag him out. All right, big guy.
That was
All
pretty
right.
sick, though, wasn't it?
Hey, normally you're the one who does this for me. Yes, it was very cool.
I was just as strong as it. If I had better footing,
Yo,
I
you
could
were
have got
so
it.
strong. You're doing great, big guy. I think you need some water in you.
Yeah, I need hydrate.
Okay,
Hit me.
here's some water. I'm not going to hit you. Here's
No,
some
I
water.
mean with the water. Ugh.
All right, here you go, sweetheart. You're all
I
right.
bow to the bull in respect.
Damien's got. Okay, it's a bull. It doesn't understand symbology.
It's
You're
about
all right.
it's about respecting your opponent. Something you wouldn't understand.
Bruno is
Well,
walking
I don't-
around through the crowd collecting the money he got from betting against you.
I just flipped Bruno off.
I wish the
You're
bull
all right,
killed him.
big guy.
Damn.
Everything's okay.
I think we got Mac back, but I also think that
The
they're
Mac is back?
frozen.
Another from
Looks like try to come in on their phone.
Yeah. All right. Well then, the party goes throughout the night. Long after the sun goes down, long after the moon has, made its journey across the sky. In fact, by this point, most people have like passed out or gone home to go to bed. They're more responsible than others, but give me survival checks.
Oh no.
oh, goody.
I also, just as a passive thing, I would like to have been just like Santa, just handing out little chocolates to all the kids in town.
I'm gonna make sure
Just
that
dragging the bag.
I'm gonna make sure that you give a chocolate to the daughter of the blacksmith.
Oh yeah, for sure. I give her
Okay.
3 actually, and I say
Yeah,
these
I
are
don't-
just for you.
Yeah, you meet. We'll get that.
Sweet to a little.
Only with her though. I'm just like, here's extra. Don't tell.
Do you roll for trying not to be creepy?
It's not creepy. It's like I have beef with her dad.
Damien.
I got a 19.
Yes.
No,
What's
I
up,
get-
boss?
Survival check, please.
Wait, why?
I got an 8.
Just out of the blue?
Because I asked everyone to make a survival check.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
I'm
was a
sorry.
second ago.
I was distracted by the concept of him giving
Candy to children
to
in
children.
a
Concept of
public
giving.
space where all of their parents are visible, and I bought it.
I
as a
rolled a
present.
nat 1 and thus have a 0.
Good.
Okay.
He's a little distracted right now with his sadness and his
Verity,
alcohol.
roll survival if you can hear.
What the fuck? I hate when that happens. I was in the middle of stuff.
Oh, you're back.
It's for drinking.
It's been a couple hours since Verity bamfed out.
Oh no, I missed the party.
Oh, the party's still going. It's just
Yeah.
like winding down.
You just missed
Just
the bull
because
stuff.
so many people are passed out.
Oh, there she
and then-
goes again.
Bamfs out again.
All right.
Well, good, because this is what we're gonna do is Dominic and Alice, you realize something.
Mine was better.
The moon went down like an hour ago. The sun should be coming up. Like, you've partied through the night.
Still feels like the middle of the night. But
Yeah, we are not
Wait,
so far
wait,
north
wait.
that it should be.
Wait. Mechanically, how is the moon gone if the sun isn't out?
magic.
What?
Like, the reason you can't see the moon during the day is because the sun overpowers the light of the moon.
The rotation of the Earth.
I was gonna say there's more than one side on the Earth.
No, I know, but that's not really what determines if it's day or not.
What?
There's separate
But the moon
rotations,
doesn't determine
right?
if it's day or night.
But the
Yeah,
sun
you just
does.
see the moon at night. Yeah, the sun determines if it's
Yeah,
day
so
or
there's no
night.
sun.
So if
The
there's
point
no
is-
sun, the moon should still be visible. Wait, no. If there's no sun, the moon should not be visible anyway at any point.
Right, so that's the situation we're at right now, where there's the moon's gone and there's also no sun. So this is the
Okay.
situation we're at
Just
right
trust
now,
that
which is a
he knows what he's
problem.
doing.
Almost as
Got
if
it.
some suspicious magical event
Got it,
that doesn't
okay.
have to have
Sorry,
a
I
real
was
explanation
confused
is
about
happening.
astronomy for
Thank you.
Davian's a big astronomy guy.
It's magic. It doesn't have to have an answer.
Because Alice and Dominic are the only ones still possessing enough of their wits to realize this.
Yeah, I haven't been drinking.
Give me an intelligence check.
Something's not right.
Oh my.
Pretty okay.
16.
Okay.
12.
You didn't notice it till now. It's simple because you kind of grew up with it. It's always been in the back of your mind. But there's a hum in the air at all times. Just like, almost like it's just outside of your audible range of like angels singing, right? Just like this soft hum that maybe you feel more than you hear or whatever. But when you're under an angel stone, it's just background noise. And it's like living by the airport. Before long, you don't even notice it.
I'd like to put my ear up to the one on our bracelet, or my bracelet.
Except that not only does the sun not come up, but as the conversations and stuff die down, it's quiet. Like a quiet that you've only felt at the Citadel or when you've been outside of the Angel Stone.
Can we see the angel stone from where we're at?
Mm-hmm.
And
it looks like it always does. And that's where we'll go to intermission.
Yay.
Hopefully we'll get Mac back while we're on intermission.
Yeah, let's maybe do a slightly longer intermission if need be.
Yeah, let's give it to 8:45 or Eastern or my time, I guess. So that'd be 20 minutes.
Cool.
Okay, so
Yeah, looks like
basically,
Cool. All
the
right.
Angel Stone seems to have vamped out of existence.
Yep.
We're
Oh,
I don't know.
Oh my god. Oh my! I missed everything. This is a travesty. This is a tragedy. I am. Stupid fucking thing.
Do you hear that?
Nope.
It's really Alice's fault at the end of the
Do you
day.
not hear that?
You're asking me if I'm not hearing something. I don't. What does
no.
that mean?
It's Verity's fault. She was the one who mouthed off to the other rat folk. Started that fight.
What does that mean?
What fight? When did I start a fight?
Your first day of school.
This is Synthalia?
Yeah.
Wait,
What about Synthalia's not here?
who's talking right now?
Oh, I'm sorry. That was just a meta comment from the
Oh, okay.
DM.
Gotcha.
That Verity destroyed Synthalia, and then she started a fight with animate objects, and that knocked a scroll loose or a stone loose that bathed you all in light, and then since then has made you bamf out occasionally.
All right. What do you mean not hear things, Dominic? I don't think that's how hearing things work. Like, I'm not hearing a grasshopper right now,
You
for
notice
example.
how quiet it is right now.
No,
Like
you're talking.
absence of sound?
Yes. Normally, there's that little hum kind of always in the background.
That's
Would-
weird.
My void awareness ability help with this?
It's not there anymore.
What
I
does
don't
that
know, I
give you?
can't-
Well, it's just like it basically like being aware of like how magic fills spaces. And like functionally gives me a +2 to saves against spells and SLAs, but this is like a constant spell like ability. It's
It would
supposed to be there.
twig you into the lack of the sun more so than the lack of the angel stone.
I think everything looks fine and dandy.
Alice, should we?
But being able to feel like prickling, like there's something wrong.
Yes.
There's a lack.
There's a
Alice,
lack
you wanna
of
go?
the sun.
You want to go check out the stone?
Yeah.
Because, well, I don't know.
I'm
Feels like, what time is this? Probably like 5.
I'm fully rested. I mean, I disappeared, so
It should
like I
be.
guess I can help.
It should be up by now. But
What
let's
should
go.
be up?
Let's go. The sun.
Oh, the sun is missing?
Let's focus. Yeah.
The whole sun? That's my... Jeez, God?
It's not gone, but it's not showing when it should. It's not even particularly cloudy or anything.
Okay.
Oh,
We go
God.
check the stone.
Yeah, let's go look at the stone.
If there's something wrong, we have to make a decision. If we wake everyone up, then there's a panic, but they can get to safety, and we have to decide what the best thing to do is. So let's go check the stone first.
We can get anyone who's still outside back in their homes, at least.
I'm a little worried.
Yeah. Something's not right.
Oh,
There's like all of the joviality is like laser focused, and there's no more fucking around.
All right. So, I mean, the stone is the center of town. You're in the center of town. It's, 15 spaces or paces to make it to the, maybe 30 for Alice trying to keep up with Dominic. You guys reach to the Angel Stone. What do you guys want to do?
I want to touch it and hold the wristband up to it and see if anything happens.
Give me
At least that's what I want to do.
perception check.
10.
You're by far not an expert on the Angel Stone, and it feels about, I don't know if you've ever touched one before, but you don't feel anything special about it.
Can I try and figure it out?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not getting anything. I just know that I just don't hear that thing anymore. So, like, yeah.
Once it's brought to your attention, you all don't hear it.
Can I like knowledge arcana or spellcraft check it?
No, I don't think either of those would tell you anything about.
Maybe you guys could figure it out. Check it out.
Yeah, can I perception it or...
Would identify help?
doesn't look like there's any.
Presence, yeah, because presence or absence of magical auras. Like, can I cast identify?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Thank God I prepped that. So you detect magical auras. The amount of info revealed depends on how long you study a particular area or subject. And I'm gonna fucking study this bitch up.
Okay. Well, you identify this as, an angel stone.
Mm-hmm.
It has a incredibly strong abjurative aura. And some conjuration.
Mm-hmm.
Have we narrowed down that the lack of sound comes specifically from the Angel Stone?
Yeah, like I'm doing it to see if there's anything like different about the Angel Stone than
Yeah, but
usual.
did we just go, there's a lack of sound, it must be the Angel Stone? Or is it clearly this is the sound that normally
The
emanates
sound
from the Angel Stone?
specifically was like humming angel choir.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
just
it
like faint in
is
the
a
background.
cone-shaped emanation, so like if there's anything else there, it could pick it up.
Yeah, no, that's all you find is like I said, a very strong abjurative field and a
Can I like
very weak conjuration field. Here's what I'll tell you is that if you've ever identified an angel stone before, it's the standard feeling.
Do the stones that we have, our bond stones, react to it at all?
No.
Can I do some sort of religious communion to try and, I don't know if commune with the angels, but like because I have knowledge of, and specifically the god that I follow is a fallen angel, or not a fallen angel, but like an angel that died. Do I have some sort of connection or some ability to like commune with like the remnants of angel kind? Do a religion check.
Give me a wisdom check.
A flat wisdom check?
Flat wisdom.
Okay. Not very wise, man. 13.
13. I will let you do a perception check off of that.
All right. That actually much better. Thank you. It's better than my my wisdom. 21.
Okay. You might have something. What's Alice and Borum doing?
Could I do a spellcraft check to see if there's any like darkness spells or silence spells being cast instead of just the stone being quiet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Though, if there was, it would have shown up on Verity's identify.
Oh, okay. Then never mind. I'm going to defer to everyone else. It's magic. It's at my command.
Borum?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I don't have any great plans. I wish I did.
Well, no, it looks fine. There's nothing. There's no cracks
What
in it.
does
Should
God
we-
tell me?
Check the border?
What
Yeah.
does God tell me? From my perceptiveness.
You've got something, but you can't tell what.
Guys, there's something wrong with this, but I can't tell what.
Yeah,
It's like religious. It's not like this feels like it has something to do with the angels more than it has to do with the stone in like a weird religious sense. It's like the choir of the angels has been silenced.
have we ever been told like what the protocol is if one of these ever turns off?
I
for
think
any
it's
reason?
run like hell.
Yeah, but is there anything we can do since we have a connection to it?
Like,
Give me, actually, let's
troubleshoot
do
it?
this. Give me, I'll take planes or religion checks
Hello, it's me.
to see
Like,
what you know about the hum itself.
Question. Can for terrain, are we technically in the forest right now?
15.
No, you're an urban terrain.
Okay.
15. I'm a religious guy.
27 knowledge planes.
Jesus Christ. Never
Alice got a 21. All right. So what's Borum got?
I don't have either of those.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh, well, I don't have any. I thought we could just.
No. It's a higher DC than 10. So Alice and Verity, is kind of the nerds of the party, do get it. So the hum that you hear from the Angel Stones is an echo of the time where this was the Celestial Palace. So the hum that you're hearing is just kind of that, like, if it was, sounds vibration. So the stones vibrated, and that with that hum, and they're still vibrating, 1,000 years later. So Damien, with your kind of deeper connection, some of it through party, when you touch the stone, you could feel the vibration of that hum, even though you don't hear it. Give me an intelligence check for Damien.
Is it getting weaker?
Are you trying to get us killed?
Yeah. Unfortunately, the person who
16. This is as high as you're gonna get, my boy.
17 on the die.
This man read some books.
Rare moment of brilliance. Damien pierces together that the reason that you don't hear the hum, though he feels it, is that the hum is part of like that protective field. Essentially, like it kind of connects everything together. So all those vibrations from the stones are part of the vibrations that you hear around you, including in the air. There's something off about the vibrations that you feel when you touch the stone. But
is it like getting weaker?
No. You just don't have the wherewithal to identify what's wrong.
Could it potentially be like something's trying to get through? And something's trying to weaken it externally?
Can I describe what I'm feeling and what my interpretation is to Alice and Verity and the others to try and basically use my knowledge of religion and knowledge, basically like work as a party, right? Where like my knowledge of religion and wisdom and whatever is I share what I feel to the others and they try and piece it together logically. Like almost like a charisma check or a diplomacy check to be able to explain what I'm feeling.
Let me start with this. Does anybody here have any like share memory or anything like that?
No.
Detect thoughts?
Nope.
No. The closest I have is message, and I don't have that
Comprehend
stuff.
languages.
Wait, what do I? Oh, maybe the scrolls. Was there? No. Scroll to detect poison.
Cast haste on me. It'll make me think faster. Not smarter, but think faster.
Could I try a knowledge religion check of my own to try and understand?
You don't have enough information to understand.
Like,
and it's actually beyond religion at this point. Like, what like all the checks up to here have told you is that the vibration of the stone, that like echo of the angels, still exists, though the stone itself isn't putting out a protection field. But there's something off about that vibration.
So it's still protecting us, but there's something's not working right.
No, it's
No.
not protecting you.
Oh, it's not protecting us?
Like
Yeah.
we don't have we don't have a border is what I'm saying.
Yeah. That the stone is still working in some capacity.
But there's nothing stopping things from coming in right now.
Right.
So a monster could just bash downtown square.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now,
Since
We need
you
to confirm-
guys had cleared most of the monsters in the area out. And at least for now, there's nothing to make it's not like you have constant like monsters rushing in. Monsters have had 1,000 years to realize that they can't get through this field. They don't test it on a daily, weekly, or necessarily even a monthly basis.
But like, we should probably start building
We
palisades.
need to inform Belinda now.
Yeah, this is like.
And we need to get word to the Citadel as soon as possible.
Is the interpretation that we get now, or at least Damien gets now, that if he was smarter, he'd be able to figure this out? Or is this a situation where he's like, we've got everything we know and there's some deeper thing that's just missing here that we don't get?
If he was smarter, he'd be able to figure this out.
And can I communicate? Is there any way I can communicate my emotion? Can Damien use his connection with Verity to try and describe his emotions to her? Basically, use his vibes and her intelligence. To
It's established that they have spoken extensively on like religion and philosophy.
Yeah, but this isn't a religion or a philosophy thing.
Like my vibe, though, like there's still like a fundamental vibe. I can't like. This is what I'm feeling. I don't get what it means. I don't understand it. But these are my emotions.
If you had rolled higher on your intelligence check, you would have figured out what it was.
But I rolled as
But
high as I
could. You did. You rolled really well. But because of that, you don't have the words to describe what you're feeling enough. That's why I was asking if anybody had any way of sharing thoughts. Like a way of networking your brains.
Roll to understand socially. I'm grasping for straws.
It's like, what is Damien actually saying out loud?
The angel stone isn't working, and it's like I can't hear the music, but I can feel the vibration in the stone. Like it's still there. It's just like muted.
Okay, so
it's
you
like
do
someone,
feel
like,
it.
Turn down the. There's something there. It's just not protecting us right now.
Like a magical suppression.
Like
That's
yeah,
weakened.
it's like someone took a pillow and just went shh 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 on the angel stone.
A magical smother. Who would have the technology
Smothering
to
it.
smother what an angel stone can do?
I don't know. Also,
it's more than just
the sun
being
is missing.
dampered, though.
Is it permanently weakened? Is it like a permanent effect?
It's like if someone poisoned it.
So I'm thinking that
I don't know what we can tell from just staring at it.
Yeah, we can play the investigator there. I think we have to tell Belinda now, and we have to try and find a way
Also,
to
the
not
sun
panic
is
people.
missing.
Yes, we've noticed the sun.
That is not good. That is not good at all.
Let's get everyone inside and alert Belinda.
I don't think we should actually cause panic yet. I think we should just go talk to Belinda.
Yeah, no, like establish what we know with her, because she could probably wrangle these people better than us.
Yeah.
Hey, Belinda.
Hey,
Belinda.
Knock on her door.
Belinda.
Mr. Seastrike,
we need to talk with you right now.
The sun's not even up yet, Mr. Seastrike.
Yeah, I know. That's why we need to talk to you right now.
I'm sorry that you pissed off Brunner.
No, we need to talk right now.
No,
this is like emergency. This is like
there's something wrong with the
emergency.
angel stone.
What?
This is like bad emergency.
We need to speak right now.
All right, give me a minute. She comes down like she's wearing like a ratty like robe, like more something that like you'd put on to keep warm than like be presentable, like long nightshirt and disarray. And she's like, "What's wrong with the angel stone?
It's not working.
How'd you break it?"
Oh, we didn't break it. We stopped hearing it.
So
I see what you
we
mean.
don't know exactly what's wrong with it, but something is wrong with it.
It's not. It's not keeping. It's still like active to some degree, but it is not keeping things potentially out. Things can come in now.
Well, that's terrifying.
Yes, it is.
Also,
what are you going to do about it?
Oh.
We're working on that. Also, yeah, the
This
sun
is why it's kind of fucky that they sent graduates.
But yeah,
well, that's what they sent you for, to protect the village.
That's what we're going to do, but we're going to need your help to prevent a panic.
Because also the sun is just missing.
That's
it should be up by now. The sun is just missing.
I mean, an eclipse. What if it's an eclipse?
We would see an eclipse.
Yeah, but like I don't know. Could they potentially like be affected by whether or not the sun is shining? So maybe if it's an eclipse, I don't know.
We would see the eclipse.
We can't rule it out.
Like you can see an eclipse, no? Like eclipse isn't just the sun disappearing. Like you see the moon going in front of it.
Yeah.
Or the Earth's shadow going in front of it.
Very perfect alignment.
Well, I mean, like it's a celestial. It's like based from a celestial object. So like maybe there's some celestial formation. I don't know.
There's like a giant in space blocking the sun.
No.
Come on, dude. Come on.
No, we're not here to hypothesize.
I'm just a little scared right now.
We're gonna take care of it.
My God thing is like.
So, Belinda, what?
Also, at this point, you guys are probably edging on exhaustion or on fatigued.
I'm not.
I'm used.
Oh, you're not.
I can heal myself up if I need to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait as long as I can, but.
Belinda, what do you need from us, other than protect the village? Is there anything we can do to fortify the perimeter of the city?
I don't. We've never been here. I mean, this is not the way it's supposed to work.
Do you have soldiers or militias or?
The problem is we don't know if we have time to go back to the Citadel and ask someone about this before something might happen.
Do you have a guy who runs really fast and can possibly survive a mountain lion? Or bring meat with him to survive said mountain lion?
Yeah.
I mean, we're probably.
we did, but he died a couple years ago.
Do you have a horse?
We have plow horses.
I could ride a horse to the Citadel.
Well, we got to get word somehow.
And if this is happening here, we don't know if this is happening in other places and what sort of disarray the world could potentially be in, which means we might not even get that person who is supposed to come from the Citadel in the next couple of weeks to like get them included on the route and everything.
We do have to tell them. So
yeah.
Let's
what about Pine Harbor?
We can control.
Pine Harbor is further. That Pine Harbor
is further than the Citadel.
It's further than the Citadel but that's banking on whether or not.
I mean, do the teleporters even work anymore?
We don't know.
We have to find out.
We won't know until we get there.
I could go ride.
Alone?
Yeah.
I don't think it's smart to go alone.
I ride pretty decently, and I think, actually I don't remember, but in theory. Okay, I actually ride terribly.
So here's the
heavy
issue.
Armor.
We need to get word to the Citadel, but we also need to stay here to defend the village.
We might have to split. They tell us not to, but we might not have an option.
Yeah. I mean, what are the odds that like monsters come like the first day that this thing?
Yeah,
stops?
we cleared the way. I could probably survive the trip.
You shouldn't go alone though.
It doesn't really matter.
It does
I mean, the horses that we have aren't broke for riding.
Yeah, like, fuck. All right.
Not that anyone here would know how to do it, but it would take longer than a day or two to do it.
Set up a palisade?
How long is it the trip to the portal?
3 days.
Day and a half.
Day and a half.
Oh, it's a day and a
If
half.
you
by walk.
Hauling
it's
ass
a day and a
to
half both
Vermont.
ways, or 3 days both ways, but day and a half there. If you tried to do it straight through, that day and a half is based off of 8 hours of travel, so it's 12 hours
12
of
hours.
walking. You could fatigue yourself to try to get there in less time.
But then the city would be undefended.
Well, if all of us went, yeah.
Does the shop have any scrolls that could summon horses or mounts that
Like a
Verity
summon-
could
Like
mount?
summon steed.
It's worth
Yeah, if I
asking.
could that Verity could then copy into her spellbook, and then they and Damien could go riding out to or both of them or something, or all of you, all of us.
It's worth asking Garl about.
That's an idea.
Yeah, no. we
Let's
might-
see what Garl has on hand.
Because if you have the spell, then you can maybe prepare it a bunch of times. I don't know how long it lasts, but
It
you might-
I think it's an
it's
summoning
sometimes it lasts
spells.
hours.
It just depends. It really depends on what I'm summoning.
Yeah, so
But
I
don't have many of those.
Yeah,
I've actually only got that one swarm scroll that we found.
So
Oh my god.
either way, this is perhaps very important in the immediate, to the short term, that we find a way to inform the populace here that this is a problem. And Belinda, I think we are going to be needing your help on that, because
They respect
we are
you.
still very new here,
respect
and
you.
and we've had
pretty much
some
it.
problems with the blacksmith apparently that I'm hearing about, and I am.
Despite our earlier conversation that was overheard, he may have to start really learning how to make some weapons. People, and probably some impromptu fighting courses so people can defend themselves.
Or we can, have people just stay inside their houses until we get this fixed. And
Yeah,
We
but
take everyone to the teleporter, and we just hope for the best that it's working.
Yeah, this is banking on the fact that we get there, the teleporter's working,
Oh.
and then what from there? What do we do? Do we come back, or do we press on to Pine Harbor and
Yeah, so I
and
think
see are they having the same issue?
Mhm.
Well, one thing at a time, and we can't, if the teleporter's not working, then we have a much bigger problem.
Yeah, because what that would tell me is that this is an issue that is
Yeah,
probably
we have to start
worldwide.
We have to start with getting to the teleporter
Mhm.
and defending the village.
But are we splitting?
I think we
So
might
we have
have
to check if they have the mount spells, otherwise,
He does not.
okay.
He does have a scroll of animal growth.
Animal
But-
growth? What is that?
Essentially a large person for animals, but you would still need to have an animal that knew how to be ridden.
Mhm.
I don't know.
We have to check the portal. We have to know if this
Yes.
is bigger. So, who wants to go? Should we all go? We can't all go.
I don't think
are
we
not
should all
really.
go.
I will stay here.
Okay. I mean, I'm pretty fast, but
I
I feel like it might be more of
I
you
could
here.
go. I've got spells that can help, keep watch and shit. And I can't heal, but I could do a little weird thing in the forest. But
So
that's
how
about
about you two go?
You guys have been up for about 20 hours right now.
So I can heal fatigue.
Okay.
And I was
So-
gone, so I'm not tired.
And we'll take shifts for watch.
Mhm.
The ones who are staying here.
So wait, who's going?
I think you two should
Okay. All right.
head to the portal, and we can help people out around here.
Or that thing you can do with healing and potions. How long does that last?
Should be good to go as long as you're holding on to it.
All right.
So they'll stay if we have them on our person. They'll
Yep.
keep.
Yeah, they should.
Could we get some of those?
Yeah, I can give you a couple. Do you want 2 or?
I'll probably get 1 each. I
Yeah.
don't know
Yeah,
if
so-
more than that is.
Here's one for you. Here's one for you.
All right, and
Are
Damien's gonna slap
Verity
himself awake with lay on hands.
and Damien going to run straight to the gate, like 12-hour?
Yeah, I think we're
Hustle.
gonna push through, and halfway through it can unfatigue us if necessary. I have enough lay on hands for.
Here, take the extra rations that I have. It's like 4 each.
Okay. Sick. Because yeah, I have no more rations.
Yeah, take these. I won't need them.
All right.
Then I'm gonna make a whole fuck ton of coffee because it reduces the fatigue penalty. Just chugging.
All right.
All right.
All right. So we're gonna say that it's about 6 in the morning right now.
Forced march time. I hope you have some AoE shit.
I do. I do have
AoE
a
and
bit.
trip time.
All right, Borum. You know how to. You
Oh,
know how
also,
to get people to come together.
Before I leave, I'm gonna take some of the food, specifically some of the meat that Dominic bought for the party. Whatever's left, I'm gonna grab some meat for the line.
a sack of leftovers.
I'm just gonna sack of
there's-
meat.
Yeah, plenty of meat. Okay.
All right.
So
Need to help Belinda get set up to make an announcement.
yeah, let's deal with the village first.
Would we stay
So-
long enough to see it like be announced and then head out? Just
Up to you guys.
We should leave immediately. Like
okay.
All
I
right.
think it's wise to wait.
So you guys take off, not quite running, but like forced march, like hauling. Thank God that you cleaned the road out. Like otherwise, this would be impossible. It takes another couple hours before like the rest of the village kind of wises up to what's going on. And people like a lot of people like stayed at the inn. There's a lot of people that just kind of passed out in the square. It's safe, the weather's nice. No reason not to sleep under the sun, especially when you're, drunk. But people start waking up and, not only is the sun not up like they would have expected, there's no moon in the sky.
Mhm.
It's actually darker than when they went to sleep. So it doesn't take long before the word starts to spread and people start to like wake up. The village, like, there's not a chance to prevent panic. People are waking up, realizing what's going on, and the panic's already in the air. How do you guys want to handle this?
Well, what is Belinda doing?
She's trying to talk to people, but she's a clerk.
Are they listening to her?
Well, they are, but she's also doesn't have much to tell them. She's like, the adventurers are here. They're going to protect us. And people are like, how are they going to protect us against the whole world? Actually, I'll take that back. People have not twigged to the Angel Stone yet.
Okay, so what have they been told as far as what's wrong?
That the sun, we don't know why, but the sun has not rose this morning.
And Belinda is not telling them what we told her?
She is not as of yet.
Okay.
One shock at a time.
Yeah.
That's okay.
However,
All right.
there's only a certain amount of time before someone figures it out.
All right, so at least for me, as far as what I'm doing with this initial kind of like people, freaking out, for all the people who like slept outside and just I don't know, just going around helping them up, giving them water, trying to help people like find lost objects, trying, just anyone who's still like hungover or drunk, like kind of helping them find their house.
With Verity gone, your source of dancing lights disappears as well. How are you lighting up any of this?
Is it time?
I do have light.
Okay, then I don't think about it.
Okay.
So I'll cast light on like a rock or something, or a stick.
Okay.
On the mushroom.
You want? Yes, I can cast light on your mushroom. I also have an ion torch circling around myself as well. So.
Okay.
But yeah, just like doing that. Maybe like, are you casting light on like 3 different objects that we all can carry?
Let me verify. I think I can only.
Or something.
Let me verify. I think I can only have 1 light at a time.
Sure.
Yeah, that's what it says.
Yeah, I can only have 1 light, but I have an ion torch separate. So we have 2 sources of light. Some random stick or pebble or something that can be carried around, and then
Y'all also have a bunch of torches.
Alex can take that one. I'm using torches, but then I don't have too many. So I think it gets to a point where my last torch is kind of like fucking up. It's like burning out, and I'm with maybe just a handful of people in the dark, and they don't know what to do, and they're starting to freak out. And in desperation, I just close my eyes and like focus really hard, and just like being like, no, this can't happen now. And in that moment, a halo appears over my head, but I don't know it's there. All I know is that there's light, and I'm just like, oh, great.
Now you hear people like murmuring.
Bora must have cast a spell. Like, all right, with me. Let's get to where you're going.
He drained the angel stone. Do you not hear that? Suddenly, as soon as he did that, like I don't hear the hum anymore. He must have trained it into him to become an angel.
Is it the people next to me saying this, or just like other people that I?
Yeah, like people around you, people that see the halo.
Yeah, there's a lot going on right now. I don't know what that's about, but trust, I'm here to help. We're gonna get everything under control.
Like, if we kill him, does that bring back the angel stone?
Excuse me. What, did you say something?
But maybe we should try. I mean, what about the sun? Do you think he stole the sun too?
I'm just gonna say I'm not hearing you. Like shuttling people to where they need to go.
Are you wearing your armor?
Mm-hmm. This gives me effectively dark vision, by the way.
Will a 6 hit your AC?
No, not even a little.
So the first indication that you have that you are being attacked by one of the villagers is the dagger. Dagger is a very generous term. This is a pocket knife at best. Bouncing off the back of your armor.
I turn around and face whoever did that. Did you just try to stab me?
You see a terrified man who's made a terrified decision.
And in that moment, I take a knee and I take a knee. So I'm like eye level with this guy now. Take a knee and I just hold the wrist gently with both hands. I look them in the eye and I say, "Sir, it's going to be okay. I'm here to protect you. But I'm gonna need to know why you tried to stab me just now.
Because you drained the angel stone, and we want to put the energy back.
What are you talking about?
He points above your head.
Yes, I know the sun is gone. It's very scary for everyone right now.
Like when you look up, like you see the halo for the first time.
What the fuck? And I try to like move my hand through it.
It's incorporeal, so like you're like casting shadows if you move your hand through it.
What the fuck? This only happened. I thought I was making it up. So this is new. This has only happened one other time when I was 13 and I thought it was a puberty thing. So 1 second. And
No, my lord.
I'm just gonna be like,
lots of things happen at 13, but Halos is not one of them.
Yeah, that checks out. And I'm just like grunting. I'm trying to like turn it off, and I can't control it. And I'm just like, well, it's helpful for light. I can assure you, I did not drain the angel stone or whatever you said, nor do I know what's going on with the sun, but all I know is that we have a free light that I'm gonna choose not to freak out about right now, and we need to get you all home. So I would really appreciate it if you'd put your pocket knife away. I am very large. Please do not stab me. I think, you know, there's a lot of me to stab, sure, but like let's not. How does everybody, I'm just addressing this like small pod of people with me, like how does everyone feel about not stabbing the huge strong guy?
How about you give me a diplomacy check?
Is that a plan?
Oh, this could be glorious.
It's a 4.
Oh no! Oh no!
You see them pick up rocks. Well, there's another time for the charisma guy to leave, was it?
Or the diplomacy wizard.
Can I use intimidate instead?
Yes.
No.
No.
Not in like a trying to like I'm going to hurt you otherwise, but in like a
Take
stop
me the
bad
fuck
idea.
seriously.
just like stop it. Like I'm trying to help you because
Bad dog.
that's my best skill. Also, I don't know what these people are. I think they're just ignorant, but the Halo mechanically gives a +2 on intimidate against evil creatures.
They're not evil, but we'll
Yeah,
give them that bonus for this one.
Okay, so this +2, 18. Rolled a 9.
Okay, that works.
I'm just like,
they're cowed for now.
okay, so we're gonna follow me, yes, with the weird light above my head, yes, and we're all gonna get you home safe, and we're not gonna stab me. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm gonna turn my back to you all now, and nothing else is gonna happen if I am understood. And then I turn to like the youngest one. Like, so where's your house again?
There's not enough of us. We'll just have to wait till there's more.
I'm just gonna pretend I didn't hear that, and I'm just walking along with my sword that is the length of like two adults, and lead them on. And I can't turn it off. I don't know why it's still there. I just have a halo now.
All right. So you guys take these villagers home. Borum, Alice, what are you guys doing?
I assume in some ways similar, but probably being more on like the ensuring if like no one's hurt in the darkness yet, and just trying to help people.
Is anyone going to do anything more with the Angel Stone?
If stuff dies down and we kind of like all the people are settled, then
I mean, it's pretty much it doesn't.
Yeah, I'm gonna group
by
back
like
up.
9 o'clock in the morning, by like or maybe 10. You know, like within an hour of when people start rousing just because they've slept off. It's late as they're gonna sleep. People are back in their home. Like that's just the safest thing. So
Then yeah, so like once all that's settled, at least for me, I'm gonna try to rendezvous back in the center of town.
all right. So you rendezvous back in the center of town. Are you touching it or anything?
I'm not touching it.
I just walk up to it, just inspecting it again. I have a halo now.
Yeah. When I have a couple of questions.
Mm-hmm.
They all revolve around the same topic.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I think we all do right now, and I'm trying not to freak out about it. You two are way more well read than me. Do you guys know what the fuck this might be? Because I'm this close to freaking out.
I'm going to defer to Boredom on this. This is
trying to
beyond
hold it
the realms
together
of
for all
my
these people.
natural science.
I can't. It's there. It won't. I can't turn it. I'm not doing it.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna spend more time on the Angel Stone at the moment.
Yeah,
it's cool.
Sure. So that's yeah. I think that's a good plan, but yes, thank you, Alice. I think it's important that we all just address it real quick, and we can talk about it later. But let's try to figure out what the fuck's up with this stone. But hey, free light.
Yeah. But it's an Angel Stone, and so I mean, it is a very small room, and this is a very large elephant, and so I'm very,
especially given the whole connection here and here, potentially. It does. I mean, right now it doesn't seem like a problem, but who knows? A lot of stuff going on. We're learning a lot of new things today.
Alice could definitely see how like it could appear and maybe even theorize that somehow Dominic has drained the Angel Stone to give him angel-like powers.
And to just play along with the accusations earlier, I'm going to go ahead and touch it and try to like envision like putting something back.
Well, nothing happens from you envisioning putting anything back. However, when you touch the stone, it is warm.
Maybe it's the hand.
Not like painfully warm or anything, but you know, anytime that you've ever touched like an Angel Stone before, you know, it's a stone, it's a crystal stone. So like it's a little bit cooler than like, you know, the ambient temperature. This is definitely warmer. Like it's not radiating heat yet.
Hey guys, I don't know if this is something or if it's just me, because touch it. It's really warm right now, but I don't know. Maybe it's like there's something going on with me, so maybe it's just me. But go try to feel it. It's toasty. You got a toasty Angel Stone.
I'll feel it.
It's warm. I guess the way I describe it is like, you know, like when you're drinking coffee from like a thick mug, so you can feel the heat through, but it's not uncomfortable. You know, it's not a bad feeling at all. That level of heat.
Well, that's new. I didn't know they could do that.
I wish we.
Well, I mean, I don't think most people go around touching the Angel Stones. Are they warm normally, anyways?
I don't think so. It wasn't earlier.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't earlier.
It wasn't a couple hours ago, so this is a little alarming.
So we must check back then a little bit later, see if it's getting hotter. Because if it's getting hotter and hotter, then
what does that mean? You know,
I mean, I'm worried about the boom. Do they boom? I don't know if they boom.
I mean, if anything gets hot enough, then it'll boom, right?
This is how I am approaching the battles. Yeah.
So
We
you
may
guys
have to
spend the
move
next
it.
couple hours like kind of patrolling the village, prepping for anything bad that may happen, etc. And when you check the stone, it is getting warmer. At no point is it uncomfortable to touch.
I mean, how safe do you think it? Like in the right here seems like it's the farthest away from like people if they're not in the middle in the town square, you know. They're all at home, so like where could we take it is what I'm saying if we needed to.
Well, you couldn't. It's like affixed to a pedestal that was grown out of the ground. So it's
setting ritual.
Yeah.
Could I do some like I could take some time on this and then maybe we can jump back to the travelers while I'm doing this, like calculations about when it's gonna boom.
Yeah, I got
based on what I know about the stew zones and if it's going to boom.
While you're doing that, I'll go set up some palisades just because I mean I got nothing.
You are doing some intensive studies on this, okay? And it's about noon. And it's gotten warmer, and you know, you've got a scientific brain and you're kind of going through it from that standpoint. You don't know when it would go boom, but it's not heating up at that quick of a pace. You know, in the next 24 hours, it will still be comfortable. It'll be on the upper end of what's comfortable to touch. But it's not like in a like some sort of like runaway reaction, or at least if it is, it's a very slow runaway reaction.
We should not tell people that it might boom. That's something we should definitely keep that to us unless it's like a real issue. You know. But I hope that, you know, they're running, so I hope they're making good time.
Yeah. Also, I'm thinking we need to establish some watch patterns because I need to crash. My brain is.
I can go for a while,
and then give me a bit, and I will relieve you, and then Boren, you can jump in.
Sounds good.
Just make noise. Here, I'm gonna give you this. I'm gonna give Dominic my Thunderstone.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
And if when you see something, you throw this, and we all wake up.
Okay.
Yeah? Okay.
So like for an emergency, right?
Yeah. If something bad is happening, like the monsters are coming, you throw the stone on the ground, and everything wakes up nearby because it's very loud. And then this will be our
signal.
Our
all right, I got you. But yeah.
All right. Here's what we're going to do is we're going to flip over to the travelers, but I need to run to the bathroom real quick because I've drank 4 bottles of water while we've been playing, and I'm not going to make it another 20 minutes. So take 2 minutes.
Holy shit!
I was thinking maybe. I mean, well, we can't move it, so never mind. But
no, because it's like locked in there. There's like a special ceremony
thing,
to lock it in there.
I was thinking, I don't know, maybe go get that one guy in the treehouse.
Driscoll.
He knows stuff. He knows things.
He's old.
He's also could help. I don't know. He's wily.
Old man can do a backflip off.
He could also like help us watch the perimeter on that side.
True, because he is closer to what is considered combat experience. And I mean, dude would notice that the sun's not in the fucking sky.
It's Druidcraft 101.
Man's on to knowing there's some shit, unless he's causing the shit. But he didn't really seem the vibe.
It's alright. Damon and Verdi can get brutally murdered. This
really wish there was one of those.
They'll do it together.
Spells.
How romantic.
You're just sprinting in full plate.
Oh, not sprinting. Forced march. I'm a soldier, boy. I fought in the
the full
wars.
plate. You canonically do not wear anything but underwear underneath.
That's true. She's got an undershirt too, I guess, just because, or else it's gonna hurt.
The pasties.
All right. So you guys make it to the portal right around 6 o'clock. So right around when the sun should be going down.
All right. We didn't encounter the line or anything.
No.
I still got the meat on me. Cool. I'm gonna touch the portal to try and go through.
Nothing happens.
Fuck.
Shit.
All right.
Okay, so this is definitely something bigger than us.
How
can
close
I,
are we
like,
to? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
knowledge, arcana, spellcraft, or whatever the portal?
You would have to cast a spell.
Would I have been able to switch up my spells when I bamfed out?
No.
Okay. And
How
I have
close
nothing I can
do we have awareness of how close we are to the Siren, like the other Pine Harbor or whatever?
They're about a day and a half away.
Okay, so it doesn't.
So it's
we
like
should head
dead
back.
center between the two villages.
Do we rest and continue, or do we can rest and then do the same thing tomorrow, or we head straight back, or whatever happens, we need to rest now.
Yeah.
Is there a tree near?
We're in the forest.
lots
There's
of
a lot
trees.
All right, I have rope on me. We should probably rest in the tree.
We'll have to switch off watch.
Yeah, but like we tie ourselves, we go up, we do the Katniss Everdeen thing. We go up and we tie ourselves to the tree while sitting on a branch.
Okay.
And we don't, like, I'm assuming since we're using the new rest rules, like we get nothing back, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Dominic and Verity sitting in a tree.
All right, boss. Are you?
Damien.
I guess Damien's gonna give Verity like a boost
Damn.
up onto the branch of the nearest tree, and they're gonna climb up.
Thanks.
And I'm gonna take the rope and tie us to the fucking tree trunk, while like we sit on like a large branch and we tie ourselves each to the tree.
All right. Which direction in the tree are you facing?
One each way?
Yeah, we're like back to back on the tree.
Okay. So one each way. So one's facing towards Good Hope, one's facing towards Pine Harbor.
Yeah.
Who is facing towards Pine Harbor?
Probably me. I'm assuming
Okay.
we haven't cleared that area, so if we're gonna get attacked, it's probably from there.
So Verity had faced towards Good Hope.
I need reflex saves from both of you.
Also, if it pushed, remember you have a haste scroll if necessary.
I don't have a haste scroll. Oh wait, did we grab one?
Yeah, we grabbed a haste scroll. from
Okay,
the
so
thing.
I wouldn't have cast it now.
Dominic,
I
yours
just
is at a
21.
-5 because you're facing
All right.
Pine Harbor.
So 16.
Is this a spell or spell-like effect?
It is not.
So
Okay.
16 with a -5.
Okay.
About as good as I could expect to roll.
14.
All right. The DC is 15.
Okay. Fuck.
So Dominic, you make it. Verity, you do not. You had just said something to her, and she had turned your head to talk to you when the explosion happens. You're able to like squeeze your eyes shut and throw an arm up. Your sight's protected. Verity, however, was looking full into the explosion as Pine Harbor, or what you assume is Pine Harbor, essentially is explodes into a bright white light. A minute or two later, there is a rush of air over you as the shockwave hits.
Damien keeps his mouth open because he doesn't want his lungs to burst.
However, the shockwave is going towards Pine Harbor.
Like an absence. Like an
Like
like a
is the
tsunami?
is the impression that this happened from back home? Is the impression that it's an implosion from Pine Harbor, or
Like
is it an
it's
explosion?
like a black
from-
hole, like a puncture in the space and time.
Like the explosion was at Pine Harbor, but
Okay.
all the effects were going towards Pine Harbor.
Fuck.
Like
Fuck.
the energy being sucked back in.
Have we slept?
No,
At
this was
all?
like within half an hour. You
All right.
guys,
Well, Damien's gonna rip this off, like rip his thing off. Am I exhausted or fatigued at this point? I'm just fatigued, right?
you are just fatigued. However, Verity is blinded.
I can't
Fuck.
see. I can't see. Shit.
Shit. Okay, I can't heal blinding. All right. How much does this is an uncomfortable question? How much does Verity weigh?
Verity wouldn't weigh that much. They're not very strong.
Like, is this a 100-pound situation? Are we hitting 120, 140?
I don't know. I never really thought of it. Like they're small. They're like enough so that Dominic could launch them into the air.
Okay,
So fairly light, I guess.
So, how tall are they?
5 foot. They're not very tall.
Okay, so they're probably under 100 pounds. What does medium encumbrance do?
I don't remember.
Movement, I believe, is 20 feet instead, and
Yeah.
No,
there's
my
some
feet, my movement
miscellaneous
would be 10 feet.
penalties.
My movement is 10 feet.
So you're at
Right.
20 already. So
No,
you
my
go down
movement
to
is
50.
halved.
Why?
No, you go down a step. So if you're at 20, you'll go down to 15.
Okay, so I go down to 15. Verity, do you need to see me to cast haste?
It's a scroll. I'd need to be able to read it, and I
Fuck.
didn't. But could I have read it before to like have it prepped and just need to activate it?
No.
Is there any way I can cast haste or no? Because I don't have spellcasting yet.
Do you have UMD?
I don't think so. I barely have any skills. Like use magic device. I have a positive, but I don't have a rank in it.
The most
do it
I
on
can
chains.
get to you right now is because we are
All right.
in the forest.
Fuck
Is
it.
I can cast heightened awareness on you
Without seeing me?
because heightened awareness is a spell-like ability I get when we're in the forest.
Okay, perfect.
So basically, what it does is it gives you a +2 competence bonus on all perception checks and knowledge checks that you're
Perfect.
trained in. And if the
low
spell
light
is
vision.
active when you have to make an initiative check, you can instantly dismiss it and gain a +4.
Perfect.
This lasts for 30 minutes.
All right, so he's gonna do the. I'm sorry, Verity. He's gonna throw her over his shoulder like a sack of potatoes, and he's gonna start running home because he doesn't want his brother and friends to blow up.
Oh, if I can, I'm trying to.
He's
Like,
also gonna slap himself awake again. So he's no
I'm
longer
trying
fatigued.
to like clear my eyes. I'm trying to clear my eyes, but it's not
Don't
working.
move so much, and he's just gonna sprint as fast as he can.
Okay. About 7 o'clock back to the village as you guys rush back. Alice, in your thing, like your research, it peaked about an hour ago. The stone is cooling off.
Okay.
After a few minutes after you realize that it peaked, a rush of air comes through the village, and off to the west, the night sky lights up for a heartbeat, like thunder in the far distance. And then the wind rush, and then actually wind rush, light, stone cools off.
Wind rush, right? Stone goes off.
You got something?
I don't know, but if there was the wind and then the light, that is not natural. That is very. Because you see the light before the wind gets there. That's very magical.
You think this thing's gonna blow or what?
No, it's cooler now. But what if? I mean, what is that direction? Is that Pine Harbor, or is that a teleporter? It could be either one.
I think Pine Harbor isn't Pine Harbor the other way.
But no, aren't they both west?
Yeah, they're both west. The teleporter, then Pine Harbor.
Then
Yeah, so-
it could be either.
Then something has happened, and but
If
the
it was
wind
Pine
is-
Harbor, it would be an extremely large explosion.
Mhm. Or
You're
maybe something near.
30 miles away, easily.
Or it is something very close, in which case we need to be ready for combat, because
Yeah.
it's either catastrophic or it is very near, and I don't know, it is a bomb monster, and we need to kind of not deal with
Should
the bomb
we
monster.
do we get in position, or do we have time to maybe round up a couple people?
I don't think anyone would be useful in battle right now, or
Yeah,
I'm
there's-
thinking about that guy in the treehouse, but yeah.
Oh,
yeah, you could get him in here. He's at least handy with a bow.
Okay, you go.
I
You go
I'm
get him.
really
I will
fast.
go. I'll just watch the direction here. You go get him and Boden with them or not. But
I'm running.
All right. Dominic,
Yes.
or excuse me, Damien,
Yes, sir.
give me 4 Constitution checks.
All right. These are flat +2s.
All right, so here's the DC. Each one of the DC is going to go up by 3. So it's going
So
to
first
start
one's a
at 10.
17.
Okay. DC 13 the second
Ah,
time.
fuck. 7, I fail.
Okay, you are now fatigued.
All right. I'm going to slap myself unfatigue.
Okay,
That's my last one.
Fuck.
So now
So-
this is DC 16.
yeah.
I fail. So I'm
All right,
fatigued.
you're fatigued.
One last one.
And it's going to be
12.
DC 19.
That's
So
a
you
12,
are
I
now
think.
exhausted.
Do I get my vision back at all?
No.
What is that?
Well, at least I'm
Minus-
only exhausted.
-6 to.
I move at half speed and suffers a -6 penalty to strength and dex.
I'm going to say at this point, like your speed was already down to 15. You collapse.
I like drag us to like. Do I see like a clearing or a cave or something?
Petite, keep watch. You gotta
So
tell
I
me what's
drag
going
us.
on.
I drag us to a cave and I just fall unconscious, or not fall unconscious, but I fall.
Hey,
You have
How
pushed
close?
yourself beyond mortal limits to
Yeah.
try to
Come
get
on.
there and back.
come
How
on,
close
come
are
on,
we?
come on. Like, look at me. I can't see you, but just fucking look at me.
How close are we? Are we
I
there
don't know.
yet?
Petite. Tell me.
He's
Like,
kind of like. He's not unconscious, but he's like he can't talk anymore. He's like
This would
he's
be about
resting.
the area you normally stop for the night when
So
you're
he's
taking.
so it's about a day away from. So I've made
About
him
half a
about
day
2/3 of the
away.
way. So,
Yeah,
so I made it
2/3 of the way.
2/3 of the way. Yeah, so he's just gonna like basically be resting now for the next hour until he's no longer fatigued, until he's no longer exhausted and just fatigued.
So let's see. That would be 7 plus 8 would be 3 o'clock in the morning.
So it's like
Over at the
4 by-
village. What's that?
Oh, I'm gonna be good by 4 basically.
Okay, so at 4 o'clock, you are good. At the village, you guys have taken shifts sleeping. Nothing else has happened. If you're still examining the stone, by the time 3 o'clock in the morning rolls around, like 8 hours later, it's just about ambient temperature. It is like almost the same rate as it warmed up. It has cooled down. You think by what should be morning, the stone will be back to its normal, like just cooler than the ambient temperature. If there was a fear of the stone exploding tonight, it is probably past. 4 o'clock in the morning rolls around. You get up. You are still fatigued. If you push hard to try to make it there, much more than like 4 hours to make it the rest of the way. Kind of like a normal pace, you're going to push yourself back into exhaustion.
And she's still blind.
And she is still blind.
He's still gonna do it. He needs to get there as fast as possible.
All right.
He's like, fuck it, I'm gonna be exhausted. I don't even con save this. Just fuck it.
I was going to say, you give me 2
Yeah.
more con saves, so
what's
you
the...
make it another hour and then you're down again.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so no. So he's gonna just go for the... He's gonna make it. He's gonna... As soon as he gets there, he basically collapses to the ground.
Guys, guys.
Okay, so are you there?
Yeah, I like get to like...
Hold on.
Okay, sorry.
You're about 90 minutes out of the village. You guys are just barely hanging on when the first crack of dawn happens. Like, it takes you longer than you'd like to admit to realize that off to the sunrise is the east, that's to the west. East, the sky is lightning.
Something different. I can't tell.
As the sun comes up and you're no longer in this pitch black, your vision starts to come back.
Okay. It's coming back.
You were just flash blinded, and it was just so dark that like you were still seeing like after effects and like everything, but the light is balancing that out some.
I have never
as you heal on your own.
Okay. You can put me down. I'll help you.
It's about 8 o'clock in the morning on the third day. The sun has risen when you hear the hum again. Damien and Verity have made it back.
And
Pine Hob is gone. I think Pine Hob is gone.
Sprint up to you.
I think Pine Hob is gone.
It exploded, and
It
he's just gonna
exploded.
pass out.
It
He just,
blinded.
like, starts drooling on the ground.
It blinded me, and I couldn't. He had to carry me most of the way back. I couldn't see.
What about the portal?
It wasn't working. So we were gonna rest in a tree, and then it exploded. And then Pine Hob exploded. It wasn't working. So we were gonna go to Pine Harbor, and then it exploded.
I'm holding Damien in my arms.
And
it's like La
and then I
Pieta.
couldn't. And then I couldn't. And then I couldn't do anything. I couldn't help. He had to carry me the whole way back. I couldn't see.
So we're stranded.
I don't know. Maybe it could be back again now, but like I don't know. But
and that's where we'll wrap.
Dun, 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 dun.
Thanks everyone for watching. We'll see you all. We are off next week, but we will be back in 2 weeks where we'll pick up with the mystery of Pine Harbor. And as soon as I click on the right thing.